Oh yeah, under blank piece of paper, and it's called the greatest common factor. Greatest common factor. And because that's an awful lot of words to write out all the time, we abbreviate this using what 3 letters? Grace? Yeah, I just didn't write it. The 3 letters we abbreviate with are G, C, F. So when you see that in math, the G, C, F, they are asking for the greatest common factor. And to do the greatest common factor, let me give you an example problem. Here's my example. Example, find the greatest common factor of 8 and 20. Well, to find the greatest common factor, here's what you need to do. Step number 1, list all factors of both numbers. So you're going to have to do this. Write down the number 8, and down the number 20. And then list all factors of 8. What times what can you get 8 with? Well, you can either have 1 times 8 or 2 times what?
2 times 4.
2 times 4. So those are all the factors of 8. What are all the factors of 20? 1 times 20. And some of you still are not in this habit. You've got to do it. Make sure you write both of them down at once. 2 times 10. 4 times 5. Those are all the factors of 20. Step number 2 is to circle all factors they have in common. So what factors do they both have? Well, these both have 1 as a common factor. They both have 2's, and they both have 4's. And step 3 is the greatest common factor is the highest one from problem 2. In step 2. So you look at your answers. The common factors they have are 1, 2, and 4, but 4 is the greatest one they have in common. So that is the greatest common factor. And the reason why they put this whole greatest common factor here, anybody think they know why? Because what did we do in our last assignment? We reduced fractions. If you see a fraction that has both 8 and 20 in it, let's go back to the slide we just were looking at here. Okay, 8 and 20, if this was my fraction, in order to reduce it all the way right away, you always want to divide by the greatest common factor of both of those. So here, what did we say the greatest common factor was? We said it was 4. So that, when you reduce this fraction, you want to divide both the top and the bottom by 4. So you end up with 2/5. This is the fraction you get in its lowest terms. See, I could have, if it was 8/20, 2 is also a common factor. I could have divided them both by 2 and got 4/10. But 4/10 would not be right because it still can be reduced even more. If right away you reduce by the greatest common factor, you don't have to keep thinking about reducing this again, because I could have taken this and then I'd have to reduce it again to get to 2/5. So you always want to use the greatest common factor when you reduce, and then it'll save you a lot of work there. For example, 8/12. What is the greatest common factor of 8 and 12? Well, you do the same thing. Factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. We already know that. Factors of 12 are 1 and 2, or 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. What is the greatest common factor? Biggest one they have in common again is 4, so you want to divide both top and bottom by 4. So you end up with 2/3. This is the greatest common factor. It is just very much more helpful for you when you reduce those things. How about this one? What's the greatest common factor of 7 and 10? What is the greatest common factor of 7 and 10? Factors of 7 are 1 and 7, right? Factors of 10 are 1 and 10, 2 and 5. What is their greatest common factor? Yeah, 1. Unfortunately, it's 1. All numbers have a common factor of 1. Sometimes that's the biggest one. Not always.